Hello, hello, and welcome to this beautiful weekly Oracle forecast. My name is Athena Sai, and I am excited to be offering this. We are just coming out of an intense weekend of full moon, Mercury retrograde. And so I don't know about you, but I have definitely been lurking in the shadows, in the emotional realms, as it has been a full moon in Pisces. So I've definitely been taking some extra time this weekend for myself and really nurturing my needs, my body. And so I was called to go ahead and start to offer these Monday Oracle sessions to help anyone who may need guidance for the week ahead. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm using two different decks today. The decks that I'm using is the Magdalene Sisterhood of the Rose Power Cards. So this is the first deck that I'm going to be using. And the second deck that I'm using is actually one that I created myself. So it is the Blue Rose Codes Activation Deck. So these are the cards that I was drawn to use today. I also have our little dragon friend here and a snowflake obsidian, which is a fantastic crystal for shadows and balancing both the light and dark that's within us all. I also have a selenite and of course a candle. So let's go ahead and dive in. So I just was asking, like, what do we need to know today, this week moving forward? And so for the first card that we got is the Body Temple. And so I love this card because it reminds us how potent and how magical our bodies actually are. And sometimes we go through our life and we forget how beautiful and how powerful and how our body is miraculous, and really it can heal in so many different ways. And so this is a reminder to come back home. This is not about leaving the body, especially when there are times of shadows or fear or ego or pain that comes up. The body really is calling us home, not just to the body, but also to the earth, as the earth and body are one. And so really honoring and nourishing yourself. What do you need this week to really fully be able to nurture your body? Maybe it's more rest. Maybe it's exercise. Maybe it's a bath. Maybe it's meditation. Maybe it's energy work. Maybe it's a massage. Or maybe it's actually listening to your body and asking on a daily basis, moment to moment, what do you need? What does my body need right now to feel nourished, to feel safe, to feel heard? Okay, so that was the first one that came through. The next card that we have this is all about authenticity. So this weekend may have been feeling like uncomfortable for some. And we were really being asked to remove the masks. And so this is about any kind of roles that you think you need to play, whether that be a teacher or a mother or a doctor or a sister or a friend or a father, like whatever roles or how many ever hats that you're wearing. It's not, what it's saying is removing them and understanding that you're so much more than that. And something that happened to me, just to share for an example, is, I was invited to do something incredible this weekend. And I kept thinking to myself, well, what is the role that I need to play? What is it that I need to do for this? And the message that I got is it's not about a role that you're playing. That's just another mask, right? And so being able to take that mask off and be okay with just being, right? Just being myself, just being yourself. So this is where we really get to our authenticity, to our authentic truth. And so this week, it's about removing those masks. We're taking this full moon energy in Pisces and we're going deeper, and we're seeing those little places that really need to open up so our consciousness can actually expand, so our awareness can expand. And so we can open up those channels to receive, right? The divine mother is working through us always. But if we are in this constant place of putting these masks on and ignoring our truth and trying to stay small, and the mother can't move through us that way. So this is really about asking us to take off the mask, strip down, right? Get naked in front of the divine, basically, and really step into who you truly are underneath all the layers, underneath all the conditioning. Okay. And then this moves us into the shadow card. And so this all plays so well together right now. Like we are being asked to go deeper into our depths, into our darkness. And remember, the shadow is not evil. You know, when we have fear, that doesn't mean that we're wrong. It doesn't mean that we're bad. It doesn't mean that, you know, we're going to be stuck in this shadow space. No, when we expand our consciousness, what happens is we start to become aware that our shadows are playing. We become aware that maybe there's a mask, right? Or maybe we're not listening to our body. And with that awareness, then we get to make a different choice. Okay. So the shadow is not something to fear. It's actually a gift. It's a gift to dive deeper into what's standing in our way of opening our heart. She has her hands here over her heart. So what's standing in the way of opening your heart this week? Is it fear? Is it the feeling like you can't speak your truth? Is it not being able to sexually express yourself? Is it that you are afraid to change your ways because you don't know what it looks like, right? All of this adds up. And it's so beautiful. So this is about this week. Look at those shadows as they come up, right? And when you hold on to that fear so tightly, again, it stops you from being able to receive all the divinity that comes through you, right? So looking into the shadows, where are you blocking? Right? What is coming up for you? How can you start to look at that as a way to unveil more of your truth? How can you honor and tend to your body this week and understand just how brilliant and vibrant you are? And again, we are divine human beings, right? Some will call us earth angels. We are here to actually be the divine. We are here to radiate. And if you see this card, it's just radiating this beautiful energy. And so we need to open up those pathways to do so. We need to cleanse and purify and clear what's no longer serving us. And this is mental, this is emotional, this is physical, right? This is even spiritual. So anything that's been standing in your way, anything that's been in the back of the mind that you're just kind of like not quite ready to dive into, this week is going to force you to dive into it. Okay. You're going to be looking at all of this, and it can be uncomfortable, but it also can be liberating. So just remember that we always hold duality. Okay. And then our final card today is, what is that overall feeling that we're getting to? Like after we do all of this work, we have the beautiful peace card. And I just love this soft blue rose. It reminds me of Mother Mary. And so maybe working with Mother Mary this week, or even Yeshua, working with them this week to really help to bring peace into your mind, and knowing that this inner work and this work that you're doing on the inside is going to affect your external world. And the overall theme that's coming out of this towards the end of the week is going to be this new sense of peace, right? It's this calmness. It's not putting on all the masks to perform a role. It's just being. It's absolutely being who you authentically are, and trusting that in those moments, that divinity flows through you and it flows out of you to every soul, every person that needs that light, right? So find those ways to be. Do the internal work so you can really discover what peace feels like to you. Again, this is on all levels. This is peace of mind. This is peace with our body. Instead of, hating our body or ignoring our body, this is really about finding that peace within and acceptance of where you are now, and knowing that every moment you can really embrace and cherish and relish in the sweetness of who you truly are. So I hope that this reading helps you for the week ahead. I'd love to know what you felt, or how this played out for you, or if this serves you in any way. And if you are looking for your own individual sessions, I do offer those. So you can message me and I would love to help you out with that.